So over the last couple of days, there have been a bunch of Twitch streamers complaining that they have lost thousands of dollars in ad revenue, and Twitch's reasoning for it is insane.
I go to my Twitch dashboard, right? And I noticed that I was receiving $0 in ad money this whole month while running ads this month, right? Well, I ended up messaging my Twitch rep. I messaged her, I say, hey, do you mind looking into this for me? This is a little strange. She came back and told me, essentially, I got demonetized because I had Iran as a tag. As you guys know, I am Iranian, and I've had that same tag for about 2 years. I don't speak about politics. I don't come on here and speak about politics.
All of the the people saying that Twitch is not paying people for their ads, bro. Yo, what the fuck did I do, bro? Why did they get me? I'll just be chilling. Why the fuck did they get me, bro? Cause you have black in your tags? Shut the fuck up. Are you serious? Bro, I looked, cause I seen people saying that on Twitter, bro, and I looked at my fucking ads. They cut my ad, like the amount of bread I get for each ad by like 70% in a week, just out of nowhere.
Nobody warned me. No, my partner manager didn't hit me up. Nobody said nothing. This is on my contract that I'm supposed to be getting paid for ads and a certain percent. This nigga Dan Clancy looked at me in my fucking face and told me he appreciates me working on his platform and being a streamer, and he wished me success, and then y'all fucking give me $0 of ads because I'm Venezuelan? Because I'm Venezuelan. This is not real. Does this have to do with what's going on in the world with the elections? Is this real life?
Now, 2024 has been a pretty big year for Twitch. I feel like a lot of the people that I know are pretty big fans of their new CEO, Dan Clancy. They reversed a bunch of their end bannings that they got criticized for in the past. Some of, if not the biggest moments in streaming still happened on Twitch. And I feel like compared to maybe like 3 to 4 years ago, there's just been a general sense of optimism when it came to the platform. 2024, as you know, is also an election year, which means that a lot of political streamers really strive this year. And with how streaming and Twitch as a platform have evolved over the last couple of years, Twitch just isn't a gaming platform anymore. And I'll tie all of this in a little later, but essentially over the last couple of days, it's been pretty evident that Twitch is going through an adpocalypse. And for those who don't know what an adpocalypse is, it is essentially a social media platform, and by proxy, a content creator, and by proxy of viewers' worst nightmare. An adpocalypse is essentially when advertisers in scale essentially start pulling away their money from a platform because they don't deem that platform as a good platform to advertise on. Now that can mean a bunch of different things, but when it happened to YouTube years ago, and now that it's happening to Twitch, it's primarily because these advertisers aren't fans of the content being promoted on the platform for whatever reason. Because essentially how the transaction flow goes is that advertisers will go to Twitch, or Twitch can go to the advertiser as well, and they will ask Twitch to advertise whatever they want on their platform for X amount of money. From that point on, Twitch is then in charge of placing those ads on their platform. And I'm 100% sure that Coca-Cola doesn't want their ads being displayed on a stream where they're saying some crazy shit. And with the election cycle this year being so toxic and Twitch evolving to what it is now because of what I previously said, yeah, it's not become the most advertiser-friendly platform. So advertisers apparently are starting to pull away at scale. This has been allegedly due to anti-Semitism specifically being rampant on the platform. And so with these advertisers pulling away from the platform, Twitch's answer to this is a couple of things. And the main thing that's been causing this drama is apparently Twitch is demonetizing certain streamers with certain tags on their stream that are apparently too political. Kaysan said he got demonetized because he said he had Iran in his tags.
Advertisers didn't want to run ads on my stream because I had Iran as a tag.
Big X said the same thing because apparently he had Venezuela in his tags.
If you have a tag for any of America's sanctioned enemies, I guess.
Right.
Like Iran or Venezuela or Cuba, then you're not going to get monetized.
Yeah.
Now, Lacey and Yusuf said something similar, but it has been a pretty weird trend over the last couple of days to make this whole scenario like the new clip farm method.
Yeah, I'm not getting ad revenue. I'm not getting the correct ad revenue. I don't even have tags in my name. I don't talk about politics. I don't do anything. And my ad revenue went from $10,000 plus at some points per day to now like $2,000 a day. From someone who was making upwards of 5 figures a day, now only making $2,000 a day off ad revenue. Something's wrong. Something's going on where my ad revenue is not correct and it's not what it should be. If I want to make $2,000 a day, I'll go be a fucking mailman.
And I'm not gonna lie, if that's what y'all did, y'all are pretty fucked up for doing that because this is a pretty serious matter. And I'm glad Max called y'all out for it.
Kaysan literally got got demonetized because of who he is. So did X. Now, Twitch, fix that. 2, the reason I said I love Lacey, because I don't want to start no problems, and it's not that big of a deal to start problems, and when this rage bait type shit happens, when this happens, it causes people to take Kayson's situation less serious, when it's actually something serious. He didn't get money for no reason. So please be aware of that, okay? Ron, I don't know Ron shit, but he's rage baiting, okay? This is not serious. Ron rage baited too. That's also not serious. Please don't take these niggas serious. And it kind of make it belittle Kayson's situation, or if X go through it when it is serious, they didn't get paid, you know? Like Kayson deadass is going through that.
Twitch also updated their enforcement guidelines on November 15th to specifically state that they are prohibiting people from using the term Zionist to attack or demean another individual or group of people on the basis of their religious beliefs. Now, mind you, all of this is Twitch's attempt to tell the advertisers, yo, chill. This is an advertiser-friendly platform. These are our changes. Now, this may be an unpopular opinion, but I always felt as if censorship was necessary, specifically when it comes to building a social media platform. I think it is perfectly fine to set expectations and to set guidelines on what is acceptable on your platform and enforce those rules. This isn't even just to protect the company for money's sake, which it definitely is a part of it, but primarily it's to protect the users on your platform so that they don't see shit that they're not supposed to see. And from a monetary perspective, this does make your company more brand friendly, which makes advertisers want to work with you. And when you have a monetization model like Twitch and YouTube, where your creators get paid based off of your relationships with advertisers, it is truly of everyone's best interest to properly censor your platform. Now, I understand some of y'all are gonna hear that and say, oh, freedom of speech, you should be able to say whatever the fuck you want. But I'm sorry, to run a successful platform that can properly monetize and benefit creators and viewers, like, it's just necessary. But let me also get this straight. That is not to say that I don't have a problem with censorship in 2024. In theory, I don't have a problem with censorship. My problem is how these social media platforms are carrying out the execution of the censorship. And in this video, I specifically want to key in on Twitch, because Twitch, low-key, outside of Kick and Rumble, they do it the worst. I think truly all anyone is asking for is 2 things. Number 1, be consistent, and number 2, just give people a heads up. That's it. Now, to throw Twitch a little bit of bail here, I don't think we really understand how hard it is to moderate a platform with millions of users and hundreds of thousands of creators creating the amount of content that they do at the scale that they do. Like, it is one of those things that's easier said than done. But Twitch has had so many scenarios in the past dealing with high-level streamers that probably are on their radar, of this streamer getting banned for one reason and then this streamer not getting banned for doing the exact same thing streamer A did.
Without a doubt, the biggest criticism of Twitch from pretty much everybody is their inconsistent moderation of their terms of service. It seems that TOS is just a suggestion sometimes, where some of the top streamers will blatantly break the rules and are met with a slap on the wrist, meanwhile other streamers are permanently banned for minor infractions. There are numerous examples of this from all corners of the site. Gideon was permanently banned for raiding Pokemon's chat with L+ ratio, which is such an inoffensive statement that it was clear that there was some kind of bias behind it. Ice Poseidon was permanently banned for being the victim of a swatting, which makes no sense.
And what that does when you do that over the years is show a level of favoritism that may even cross the line of favoritism, and some might say is just you targeting a certain sector of your platform. And in 2024, when that inconsistency in how you hand out these bans involved highly political topics and highly political streamers, yeah, you are gonna be in murky territory, Twitch. But also, to point number 2, bro, just give a heads up. I'm sorry, but it is actually so insane to me that Kayson didn't get an explanation until a month after he lost the revenue already.
I would have appreciated, though, if Twitch probably reached out beforehand and told me, hey, it's politics season, it's election season, you want to make money on ads, you probably take this out. I didn't receive any message. The whole month of November, when I was streaming and whatnot, and I was running my ads properly and it was on my activity, I made no money. I got demonetized.
And then I'm gonna keep it a stack. The reasoning was bullshit. The reason why he got demonetized was just because he had Iran in his tags? In his tags? Bro, I don't know how many of y'all have actually streamed before. Tags in 2024 is something that you just set on day one and you primarily just forget about them. Like, it's one of those things that's not supposed to be a big deal. It's just supposed to tell people what your stream is, is, like who you are, like all these little things. And like Ksan said in his explanation, he's fucking Iranian. That's it. That's the only reason he has that tag. It wasn't a political statement. He's not a political streamer himself. That's the only reason he had that tag. Hell, on my own streams on Twitch, and I changed this on day one, I have Filipino as one of my tags. I have Asian as one of my tags because that's what I am. I'm fucking Filipino, I'm Asian, and that's it. Most of the time I'm playing games, I'm chilling with my chat, like there's no political statement to me having Filipino as a tag. And for that to be the reason he got demonetized and not hear about it until after the money's already lost, and mind you, we're talking about thousands of dollars here, is absolutely insane. Run me my fucking money, Twitch. And this is a bonus problem that I have with censorship. We just want explanations. Now, to be fair to Twitch, they actually did this for a Ksan, but for platforms like TikTok and YouTube, when I get a video removed on TikTok and they said, it is because it didn't approve of community guidelines, can you at least tell me exactly what in the video was not approving of community guidelines? Same thing on YouTube. When a video is demonetized, can you at least tell me exactly what in the video caused the demonetization? Is it because I swore a lot in the first 30 seconds? Is it because I showed a certain clip? Like, come on, bro. We just want an explanation so we can move accordingly. All we want is just transparency and clarification. That's all. And going back to Ksan, for them to do this to Ksan, for them to implement something like this that'll affect a bunch of non-political streamers without any heads up or explanation is fucking insane. It really is. A part of this is funny to me because over the last, like I'd say 2 to 3 years, there's been so much said about Twitch being the platform that censors the most, right? Like that's why you should stream on Kick. That's why you should stream on Rumble. That's why Twitter is the best, is because you can say whatever the fuck you want on there, but on Twitch, there's a bunch of fucking snowflakes there. Like Kick and Rumble are supposed to be the wild, wild west, and Twitch is just, they're too sensitive over there. But what we're actually seeing right now is Twitch has always been the wild, wild west as well. It's just new platforms became the wild, wild, wild west, but Twitch has always been the wild west to me. Especially coming from a YouTube first guy, I always thought it was insane that any streamer can just play whatever song they want on their stream, however many songs they want on streams that are copyrighted, and all they get is a muted VOD. And not even a fully muted VOD, it's just muted where the music gets played. It's insane to me how hot tub streams are just rampant on the platform like it was nothing. They've gotten a little better at this, but people to this day specifically are comfortable streaming on Twitch because they feel as if they can watch full-length TV shows and movies on Twitch and not really get as much repercussion for doing that compared to doing the same thing on YouTube. And I don't know if it's just me and like what I've experienced on the platform, and from the sounds of it, it really doesn't sound like it's just me. People have been gassing how much Twitch actually enforces their TOS. And what we're seeing right now with this adpocalypse is a failure of enforcing those rules. Twitch is that person that just keeps on pushing a problem until it becomes a problem, but by the time it actually becomes a problem, it's too fucking late. And what I mean by that is that all of these problems that I said in this video, people have been saying for years at scale. And there's also a case study in YouTube as to what happens when you don't address these things. And there's also simultaneously a case study as to what you should do when this happens to your platform. For those of you guys who don't know what YouTube did to address their adpocalypse, essentially all they did, well, I can't say all they did because this was a pretty big thing to do, but essentially what they did was make an automated way to check how brand friendly the content is on their platform. But with Twitch, they just simply haven't done anything close to that. Ads as it stands right now are just being served to anyone and everyone on the platform. They're being placed on any streamer on the platform without real regulation. The reason why Facebook and YouTube are such strong platforms to advertise on is because they took their time to lay the foundations for them to be a strong platform to advertise on. Meaning when you're an advertiser on YouTube, on Facebook, you know exactly who your ads are going to. You know the type of streamer it's going to, their demographics, how brand friendly they are, all of these little different things. But on Twitch, that just does not exist. Listen, it'd be one thing if Twitch wasn't as toxic as it is. It'd be another thing if Twitch had the same user base that YouTube and Facebook have. But it's none of those things. Listen, I try to limit how hyperbolic I can be when I make certain statements, but an adpocalypse is literally like a platform ending thing. One of the main reasons streamers decide to stream on Twitch is because of how much money you can make specifically when you're live as a streamer. And the amount of money creators can make on ads on Twitch justifies them having one of the worst sub splits in the game, because you can make up for a lot of it with ads. Twitch as a company also just makes a lot of money working with advertisers. So to put it in layman's terms, Twitch is essentially losing a bunch of brand deals. Listen, I'm not too worried about the Kai Cenats and the Hassans of the world, because their platforms are so big that if Twitch dies tomorrow, hey man, they're still gonna have millions of dollars in their bank account. What I'm really worried about, to be honest with you, is the streamer who makes $4,000 to $7,000 a month primarily on Twitch, maybe even less. And all of a sudden, because of shit that is truly out of their control, because of bad actors, bad apples on the platform, the revenue goes down significantly. And I'm talking about thousands of dollars. And I understand you can say, yo, you shouldn't put all of your eggs in one basket. You should be diversified as a creator. But even if Twitch is just 30% of your revenue, imagine you losing 30% of your paycheck. It's not that fucking easy, is it? And also, let's keep it a buck, all pun intended, a lot of your favorite streamers, a lot of your favorite content creators just aren't diversified. They have picked a home for their audience. They have picked a home for a platform. And it sucks that these creators are getting penalized for shit, again, out of their control. But with that being said, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. This right here actually changes a lot for me. I ain't gonna lie. Not personally, but the whole, like, which platform to stream on conversation. But with that being said, I'm out of here. Peace.